Hey makers, this is Charlotte. Today I'm going to teach you how to make your own body and facial scrub. This recipe could not be easier and it is chock full of amazing benefits for your skin. I'll be using our soothing calendula lotion base today along with some walnut powder and a yummy fragrance. We'll mix these together with one of my favorites, gold mica, for a beautiful, shimmery, and effective body scrub. Making your own body scrub, again, is so simple. You only need a few ingredients, there's no heating required or emulsifying. Whenever you're making bath and body products, be sure that your workspace is clean and sanitized. I always suggest wearing gloves to keep your workspace as bacteria-free as possible. Whenever you get started, be sure to wash all of your equipment, including your pitchers and your spatulas, in a 5% bleach and water solution in order to keep them germ-free and to preserve the ingredients in your formulas. So, let's talk about this amazing lotion base. It is full of ingredients that I just love for my skin. Olive oil, aloe, passion fruit, calendula, and acai. Now, you hear all these amazing ingredients and you might think that this lotion base has a scent. Well, it's actually unscented, so you can add any of our fragrances that you'd like to make it your own. You can also swap out enhancers and other products and really customize this and get creative. You can also use one of our body wash bases instead of a lotion base if you prefer more of a shower scrub. But I am using the lotion base today because I really like the way that it feels so moisturizing on my skin while it gently exfoliates and removes any dead skin from the surface. So let's go ahead and get started making. First, I'm gonna turn on my scale and place my clean pouring pitcher on top of it. Next, you'll want to tear out your scale so that it removes the weight of the pouring pitcher and we're simply weighing the product only. I'm going to be making a 100 ml size today, which is about 3.4 ounces of product. That will be split between these two ingredients, and then we're gonna add 1% fragrance load to help this smell absolutely delicious. So first, let's get started with the lotion. I'm simply gonna take this lotion base, which is already a lotion base that's ready to go, and I'm going to go ahead and measure out exactly how much I need here, which again, that's a 3.4 ounce. The lotion base is gonna make up the majority of my formula, and it's going to be 2.7 ounces of product. So it looks like I'm actually ready to go right here. And the entire rest of the formula is going to be this walnut powder. So walnut powder I really enjoy using in body scrubs because it has a very gentle exfoliant feel to it. If you prefer more of an abrasive scrub, you can use a salt or a sugar as a substitute to the walnut powder. So we'll go ahead and add the walnut powder in here. And that's gonna be the remaining amount of my formula. The walnut powder has a really soft feel to it. And again, if you prefer something that is a little bit stronger, you can substitute this out for the same amount. And you'll see they start to mix together fairly easily here. You'll just want to mix them until they are fully incorporated into one another. And that's going to give you this pretty look here. You could stop at this point and leave the scrub as is. Next, I'm gonna incorporate the mica. I chose gold mica for this. I thought it pairs well with the look of the walnut scrub. However, you can use any mica you'd like. And I'm really just gonna incorporate this until I'm happy with the overall look and shimmer of the product. So I typically start by just adding a pinch or two at a time and go from there to add more pending on how much shimmer and color I'd still like to add to the product. So we'll blend this in and we'll see how far it gets us. And I'm gonna add a tad more until I get a nice, rich golden color from this scrub. The fragrance that I'm gonna be adding as well today is one of my absolute favorites. It's called Manuka Milk and Honey Bergamot. It's called Manuka Milk and Bergamot Honey. And it has just such a sweet, milky scent to it. It's beautiful for body care products. I really love it in lotions, scrubs, shampoos, really anything to put on the body. It's a very soothing and calming fragrance. So I am now happy with the color of this, and it has a really pretty shimmer to it. I know you guys probably can't see that on the camera, but it's got a really beautiful shimmer that will show up when rubbed onto the skin. So lastly, I'm gonna go ahead and add my fragrance oil. And I am only gonna need a very small amount of fragrance oil. Again, like you guys are probably discovering if you follow along with our body care series of videos, a little bit of fragrance goes a long way and you don't need much. So I'm actually just gonna be adding 1 ml of this product. And all that's left to do is now incorporate my fragrance, stir it thoroughly together. Normally I'll do this for about 30 to 60 seconds just to make sure the fragrance is completely incorporated into the product. And it's looking beautiful, it's smelling beautiful. I can tell this is gonna be a really wonderful scrub. And all that's left to do is package the product. So I'm using one of our frosted jars today. They do come with this awesome lid to help prevent any product from seeping out. So I'm just gonna carefully go ahead and spoon this into my jar, and this is the part that is my least talented aspect of making, is when I have to put things into jars. I call myself a messy maker because I tend to make a big mess when I'm making, and I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that. Another tip when you're putting something into a jar, I just like to tap it a couple of times, shake it around a bit to make sure that the product is settling at the bottom and reduce any air pockets in the jar. And in these frosted jars, I really like to kind of pack the product in there to ensure that when you see it through the sides, it looks completely filled and we don't have, again, any air pockets kind of lingering in the bottom. So that is looking absolutely perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and place the sealant cap right on top, seal the jar, and that's it. We've made an amazing smelling body and facial scrub today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to stay in the know on all the latest makers, tips, and tricks. Happy making!